Hello there! What is going on, everyone? We have a big Star Wars Legion unboxing today. We're going to be looking at the LAAT LE Patrol Transport for Star Wars Legion. This is a reissue of the Imperial and Republic dual faction LAAT LE. This thing is one of the biggest models in Legion, hovering high across the sky. It's not the same LAAT that you saw in most of the Clone Wars, although it was featured in the Clone Wars, also featured in Star Wars Rebels and other Star Wars media. I think we've seen this in Star Wars video games as well. It's a big model on a big flight stand, can be configured with Imperial pilots, also can be configured with clone pilots, or maybe with no pilots if you want invisible pilots, or maybe one of each if you were trying to do some weird stuff. But generally, yeah, you can run this thing for multiple factions, which makes it a very cool box. Now, this is the first time that this is coming back in since the kind of the new edition of Star Wars Legion, with the new branding, with the new cards. I'm not sure if this is going to be exactly the same model and sprues that we've had before, but we're going to take a look at it. I believe it is, because it was already in hard plastic on sprues before. If memory serves, this is also going to be one of the more complex ones to put together. Big thanks to Atomic Mass Games for sending this out for review. We've got all of our cards, all of the new stuff. We're going to show you everything that comes in that. We've got our insert here. This is going to show us what the assembled LAAT will look like, or at least the painted assembled LAAT. And then we've got our paper here with all of the folks that helped work on this and bring that to us. So thanks to everybody there. And here's the back. So let's go ahead and see what else we've got in here. We've got lots of sprue, and we have our clear plastic as well. So we're going to go ahead and check out all of that. There's a lot to look at. If you guys are new here to the channel, there's still time left to enter win the $25 Amazon gift card giveaway that we're doing. And we're going to announce the winner to that this week, and then we're going to start another one right afterwards. So you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos to enter to win that. Let me know what you want to see next here on the channel as we get ready to dive into this. All right, so let's look at the plastic first. We are getting that very large vehicular base with strafing front and back movements. So we have the cardboard cutouts and all of the spots. This one won't be completely identical to the FFG version, mostly because of branding. We'll see AMG on there instead of FFG, and we'll see that on the sprues as well. But it is the same sprue content as the original model from the look of things. We do have a lot here. All right, we're still going to see AMG on the sprues, but we do have the old Star Wars Legion number SWL81, whereas this is SWQ91 now. So little differences there, but the model itself, the pieces are the same. So if you've already got the LAAT LE, this is going to be the same vehicle that you already have if you were looking to add one. If you never did pick up a LAAT LE, this one isn't going to stand out and be different from your friends in any meaningful way, because it is the same sprues. And if you want to have a detailed video on how to put this one together, I've already built this. I don't put a link to the old LAAT LE video. I don't want to repeat the exact same content. But I will show you my current version as well, because this one is not an easy one to put together. There's a lot of pieces. This one is a little time consuming, as you can tell. I'm still talking and we're still going through more and more frames, right? So we've got quite a bit here. So there's a lot to this kit. This is probably I think this was maybe the most difficult Star Wars Legion kit I have ever put together, as far as the level of number of pieces, time consumption, and some of the delicacy of a couple of the pieces involved. Specifically, these right here, which hold on the side fins. They were always a little bit, I had some difficulty. Just be careful and take your time is the thing that I would stress when putting this together. I have a video where I did it. We have our flight stand in here also, and we have our cockpit sprue, and then our little headlamps, right? So we've got some clear plastic bits also that is going to do it for the plastic. I'll go ahead and show you what my completed one looks like. Now, this one's also already painted, but we'll go over that as well. All right, so this is my original LAAT LE. Obviously, this one is painted up already. You're not going to necessarily get all this paint on there, but I tried to do like a red and white kind of striped color scheme for this one. It was interesting. I don't know if I would do that again, but I was thinking like Darth Vader's lightsaber kind of inspired it, and it ended up kind of coming out a little more candy cane looking than I had thought. You do have, I'll take this off here and move it around a little bit. You do have kind of side panel doors that you can kind of open there, and I put Grogu in there, but you can, you can put little things in. I just wanted to put Grogu, you know, like the first Mando wave releasing with Grogu had like all these extra little Grogus you could do, and I wanted to put some stuff. There's interior bits in there. There's things that you can paint and do sub-assembly on. You have an internal cockpit. You can paint that before you put this part on too, which a lot of people liked to do. You have, of course, your Imperial pilots or your clone pilots. It's really kind of hard to tell. I have Imperial pilots in there because I designed this one to mostly be Imperial. So if you wanted to have a dedicated Republic one too, you could also do that. Or you could, if you don't want to actually glue everything on, you can maybe swap pieces out and things like that. But I generally find it easiest to kind of glue it and make it kind of semi-permanent and do all of that. This part right here with these, I found these to be just potentially delicate. Sometimes I would be tempted to set this down when I was doing base work, when I took it off. And if you set this down on here, it puts pressure on these, which they don't have the most support here. Again, this is meant to be a flying vehicle, not a vehicle that sits on the ground. So you have to be really careful with that. So I recommend kind of leaving it in the stand most of the time. I'll put it back on there right now so it's supported and not putting too much pressure on other joints. All right, we're gonna look at the cards now. We've got our we've got two versions of this. We've got our clone version or I should say our Republic version and our Imperial version. We were looking at Armor 5, Arsenal 2, Cover 1, Hover Air 2, Immune to Blast, Melee, and Range 1 weapons, and Transport. We have twin laser cannons on here that roll 2 red and 2 black dice at range 1 to 3 with impact run, fixed front. We have no offensive surge, but we do have defensive surge and a white defense die with speed 2, 8 health, 6 resilience, and it's as a heavy. And again, it's the same for both. Our points are the same, and we have we've got our pilot, our ordnance ×2, and our comms, and this is a repulsor vehicle. Now, I really liked this one. I will admit, I think I used this a little bit more in the original version when like the old style Legion, when Transport, you could just move people around the battlefield all day long. I liked to use this one with Vader and just drop him into the middle of stuff. It's harder to do things like that now, but there's other tools that we have. We also have our little heavy support token, and we have our additional cards. So let's go through some of our cards here. We've got let me zoom out a little bit. So there we go. All right. Also, check out Game Toppers LLC. That's with the mat that I'm using this on. They have some great mats over there. You can save 15% off of mats and accessories with code Crabbok15. So check them out. But yeah, we've got our Clone Shock Trooper Pilot card that comes in here. We've got Clone Commander Fox that comes in here. This one actually has a decent amount of upgrade cards that come in it. We've got Hound and a Grizzler, which is a cool one. We've got Baron Rudor. That's Valen Rudor, specifically. Baron is his rank. We've got the Imperial TIE Pilot and Governor Price. Governor Price. And on top of that, we have all of our foreign language stuff, all of the extra versions of everything. And there's the backs of the cards, and that's everything else. All right, so that has been a look at the LAAT LE Patrol Transport. If you want to check this out, I'll have a pre-order link down in the video description where you can check it out and secure yourself one. Also, AMG sent this cool little key holder thing over, like a rubberized little keychain. Okay, we got a little hook on there, which is pretty cool. This is probably going to go on to Patreon as a patron giveaway, so that's a cool little bonus. So again, check the links in the description below if you're interested in checking out Patreon or our Discord or any social media links, as well as this product itself and many others like it. Check the links in the video description below. I will talk to you guys later. Big thanks again to Asmodee and Atomic Mass Games for sending this out. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know what you want to see next. I will talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all. And always wash your socks.